All right, guys, YouTube, TikTok. Today we don't have a trade recap, but I do got my prep for tomorrow basically. So let's pretty much get into it. Let's start on 4 hour here. All right, so this is gonna be our 4 hour liquidity on on top, and then we got I think this is like 1 hour here, and then we got a 4 hour previous candle at 9 a.m. So this would be yesterday's market low. This would be midpoint yesterday. Let's go on 1 hour. See, it lines up actually with this candle right here. Make sure I get that marked out correctly. And then we have this candle. It's the same thing for ES here. 4 hour liquidity on the top. Let me just show you all 4 hour liquidity here, 1 hour here, and then 4 hour liquidity at 9 a.m. yesterday. So this would be yesterday's low pretty much. I go on 1 hour so I can just show you all this right here. It's unpin, put it right there. Lines up perfectly. So I'm going to show y'all basically how I perceive that's going to play out and how my market knowledge has pretty much allowed me to be able to do this. So let's get here. So basically we have this liquidity here, we have this liquidity here. I'm pretty much focused on London session. London session will give me and y'all's entry here. So let me show you on how I figure out how it's going to play. So let's say basically it comes into here, London session decides to spike up and it wants to take out this. Then via pre-market we probably don't have nothing, so it might take a couple ticks down. Okay, and then coming into the first candle of New York sesh, it might want to take down, maybe take out some of this liquidity that was here, and then we might come up and spike up and then take out this liquidity here and push down, taking traders out of these long positions here. So that's what we would call a liquidity sweep. That's basically how I trade. We take out highs and we reverse them on the low end, taking out retail traders that are taking these trades to the upside. Hold on, grab this. Taking traders out to the upside and then pushing them down via liquidity sweep. So that's how I am trading these markets here. All right. And then let's say that it doesn't decide to come and take out this liquidity. So y'all need to be watching. So let's say it comes into here. It keeps coming down, placing orders here. Spikes up via pre-market. So this is pre-market tomorrow via market. That's large orders being placed via here. And it decides to come up, not quite taking out that liquidity here, pushing down, taking out this, and then this would be considered a reversal here. So we have a lot of orders being filled right here. We want to be in a position to be able, get a good entry. So this is sweeping liquidity here. I know it's a lot of drawing, so let me erase and let me give y'all a better picture. So if y'all followed, y'all should know exactly where I'm at, but let me take out all of these markings here so I can show y'all. All right, so basically this is what I'm saying. Let's get the drawing here. It comes into here, decides to do a London session sweep, come up, place even more orders, and then let's say it comes into here. So we're here. Market opens. First candle gets coming up here. We come here. This is liquidity. This is the line. This is liquidity here. None of these trades, none of those candles have came under it. It's free liquidity to be able to be swept and be able to place a trade. So large institutions can place their orders here. So let me actually leave that line here. Okay, so market opens. It decides to touch this liquidity here. So pretty much we just want a good entry coming up and be able to take out these orders that are here. So basically we just want to get a good entry somewhere right in here. We want to find a good entry here via an entry point. So that's pretty much what I am talking about in terms of tomorrow. So we're just basically keeping an eye out for here and then having previous liquidity marked out. And then we want to enter via one of our confluences via like a fair value gap, a breaker block, an order block, an equilib. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're getting into. So let's talk about mindset, because if you don't have a good mindset, you can't trade. Like, I don't care what no one says, but so we're gonna talk about like focusing on yourself here. I mean, you want to be the best person you can. via your looks, via your status, via your how you're making money. So it just says basically when you become a dangerous person, when all you want to do is grind, when all you want to do is change your situation, all you want to do is improve your life, when it's all you think about, you don't care if it means being by yourself, you don't care if that means cutting off certain people, you don't care if that means dissing yourself for a while. So, you just need to be in a state of all you want to do is just focus on your purpose. All you want to do is just grind. Like this is all I'm focused on 24/7. You know, if that means cutting off people, so be it. I want to change the people that I'm around. I want to surround myself with like-minded people, and yeah, that's pretty much all I am focused on at the moment. That's just that's how you know that's a pretty dangerous man. He doesn't care. I mean, all he cares about is his purpose. That's pretty much it. So yeah, that's the quote that I found. That's pretty much all I want to show in terms of um on the charts. That's pretty much all my pre-market setups here. It's pretty simple. It's just via all yesterday's liquidity, pretty much sweeping it, having good liquidity markers being put out. Just finding out if it's a London session reversal, if it's a New York reversal. That's pretty much it in terms of all I wanna all I wanna show, and then it's mindset. So that's pretty much all I got in terms of today. I hope all y'all's trades has been going pretty well. If y'all following along on here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, guys. I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.